Most people believe that if they put their time and effort at work, then they will be rich or be rewarded. So many people say things like, I want to make money. What they really mean is, I want to take money, because they don't realize that the only way money can be made is by convincing other people to give it to you or by taking it from them. The Federal Reserve is the only exception to this rule. You are not the Federal Reserve. Money enslaves you because those in power punch numbers into a computer, print out pieces of papers, and then use those pieces of papers to force you to do things you don't want to do in exchange for money that costs them nothing to produce. This idea of getting rich quick is rendered meaningless by this revelation. You can travel down any street and see buildings worth billions of dollars belonging to different people from New York to Shanghai to UAE. There's money everywhere, and you have to figure out how to get some of it. You can't produce any more of it, and you can't put any of it away. Everyone says, oh, I could make $10,000. I would be really happy if I could make $10,000. So let's pretend you make that much per month. If you think that's good amount of money, then let's do some math. I have $3 million of worth of properties. If you can make $10,000 per month and save all of it without spending a dime, that means no entertainment, no foods, no transportation, no cost, nothing. It will take you 300 months to save enough money to buy one of my $3 million properties. It would take you 25 years to save up enough money to buy those properties. If you save 10% of your income every month, that's ridiculous. The only way to buy one of those properties is to make more money, not to save more. The master of the universe would have you believe lies like, oh, don't worry, just keep working and you keep saving hundreds of dollars a month while they print trillions a week. That's a foolish, don't be stupid. More money exists every day. You have to find a way to take more money. Once again, we are not trying to create money. More money already exists every day. Rather, we are attempting to take money, and the money is always moving. If you deposit money in a bank, the bank will use that money for something. If you buy a coffee for Starbucks, the company will use some of your money to pay its employees and so on. You can make a lot of money if you know where the money is flowing. You have to recognize where the money is moving and then approach it. I saw money moving and I ran up on it. You can't create wealth, rather you must exploit pre-existing imbalance in existing market. Money is always changing hands, and there is more of it every day. Take a look at big businesses, how they take money from you. For example, a food delivery business, they saw money moving. Money is going to a restaurant, food is going to a person. Well, if I could find a way to streamline the delivery, I can make some money. It's getting in a way of money moving. I will give you an example. When I was broke, I understood the principle I have already talked to you about, like how money is always moving and how vulnerable it is when it's moving. So every time I spend money, I try to get in the way. As an example, what you people do to Starbucks, latte please? Okay, that's $5. Sip, 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 talk a little bit, go home. That's what you do. As for me, I'll just stroll in and order a latte for $5. Those $5 is on me. So I'm sitting there looking at my latte and thinking a cup costs a penny and the coffee costs 2 cents max, and the rest is hot water. I paid $5 and now I'm sitting here and wondering how they managed to persuade me to spend that much money. They had a big branding, made a big Starbucks sign outside. I wanted a coffee. I have here the Starbucks. The company does good advertising. There was a pleasant aroma of coffee and perfume in the air, and yet I only spent $5. They don't have any hot food, and most of the customers are businessmen on their lunch break. Why is the man serving? If a pretty girl worked here, more people would come in for coffee. You see, after every purchase, I sit down and think about whether or not I could have made better choice and save more money. I sit and analyze how I spend it. where I could have spent more money and how they could have taken more money from me. If I were to open a business next to the Starbucks, could I sell latte for $4 instead of $5? Would I be able to afford staff and rent? Every time I spend money, I look at why it's being spent so I can identify the money is moving, and it gives me ideas to make money. Listen, Starbucks is just a coffee shop. They are one of the wealthiest corporation, but they didn't come up with a brilliant concept. This concept is not revolutionary. It's the dullest concept ever. We will sell coffee, maybe a few brownies, and provide complimentary Wi-Fi. People always say, that's the crappiest business idea. That's the worst idea. I didn't have all this money. People always say I need a good idea. No, you don't need a good idea, because bad ideas make money. The most basic thing make money because people are always spending money. Look at the stuff you're spending money on. You are not spending money on taking a rocket to space. You are not doing anything unique. You are spending money on crap. In other words, you are robbing with useless and worthless items, so you should do the same. That's other people's money. As I said in the beginning, you cannot make it. You can only take it while sitting in the way where money is moving.